Chatters, chatties, welcome home for a Great American Chat, a podcast where we chat about great American media. I'm Chad Maurice, and joining me tonight are the Dono fans, Tracie, Jackie, Beth, and Cricket is supposed to be here. We're waiting for her. Welcome back, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Good to be back.
Yes. Tonight we are going to be chatting about the first half of the Great American Christmas movie schedule. And I'm just going to check the chat here to see who's here. Gina is here. Gina, thanks for being here. Kit Kat is here. Jeanne is here. Tamara. Hey, Tamara. And Jay. And Cricket, where are you? Did she message me? Wait a minute. Let me see. I haven't heard from her. All right. Well, we'll wait for her to join. So I hear somebody has a birthday today, right?
I wonder who that is.
Beth, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Hope it's been a wonderful day.
Oh, there she is.
Thanks, Cricket.
Cricket, are you able to turn your phone sideways?
I can sure try.
Or she can go sideways.
There we go. Got it.
So, Beth, happy birthday. I can't believe you wanted to do this on your birthday night.
It's great. It's a great distraction. I'm glad we have this opportunity to do this on a day like today, right?
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. Should we sing to her?
You can pass on that.
Well, you deserve to be celebrated, Beth, in every way.
But I'll tell you, Tamara sang to me this morning, and it was beautiful and just perfect. So thank you, Tamara.
Oh, okay. Good. So, as we get started here, what were your thoughts when you first looked at the schedule?
There's a lot going on.
Many movies.
And it always intrigues me that like air dates and movie titles can change at the drop of a hat.
Oh, yeah. And I think, speaking of that, I think they just changed recently. The first movie was supposed to be a vintage Christmas on October 19th.
Yep.
But last night I happened to notice, I looked on Great American Family's website, and I think they're going to show Christmas wreaths and ribbons this Saturday, October 12th.
Oh.
Wow.
So I believe the movies are going to start this Saturday. Because one part, the schedule section of the website has this movie premiering this Saturday, but the main page of the website says October 20th. So I don't know, but I think they're going to do it this Saturday because they didn't have a movie scheduled for this weekend. So I think that might be what's going on here. Oh, everyone's wishing you happy birthday in the chat there, Beth.
Thank you so much, everyone. And here I am thinking we should be putting on our Christmas hat this weekend then.
So I'm going to go by what's on the schedule for their website, I guess. And we're going to get started with this first movie, Christmas Wreaths and Ribbons. Oh, so instead of me reading all these synopses, we're going to take turns. So I'm going to have somebody read the title of the movie, who's starring in it, what day it premieres, and then read the summary. So who wants to get started first?
I'll start.
All right.
It's Wreaths and Ribbons, whether it is Sunday, October 20th, or if that would be Saturday, October 19th. We're not sure. Or maybe this weekend, the 12th. But regardless, yes. Wreaths and Ribbons with Kristen Willett and Casey Elliott. A wreath maker slips on the ice and injures her arm, which puts her holiday wreath deliveries in jeopardy until a selfless neighbor steps up to keep her businesses afloat.
All right. And I have to let everyone know, if they're not aware, this comes from the Brittany Wiscombe and Brian Bruff Productions, the brother and sister team who did the Destined at Christmas movies.
Yep.
That's nice.
And it's kind of become, if they start this movie this weekend with this movie, it's like a tradition now that they have to start with a a Brittany and Brian movie, because they did in 2022 with Destined at Christmas, and then they did again last year with the sequel to Destined at Christmas. So now they're doing it again this year, I think, with one of their movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so initial thoughts on this movie. What do you think?
I feel
Well,
like
I was-
she should have made. I'm sorry, Jackie. Go ahead. Or
No.
Cricket.
So the first thing I noticed was it's the girl, one of the characters from County Rescue, and then of course Casey Elliott from Destined at Christmas. So I was kind of
Right.
interested in that one. But yeah, that's my first impression.
Oh, what is Kat saying here? She's saying, I wish they kept Wreath Maker's Christmas. Yeah, that was the original title, Wreath Maker Christmas. And then it went to Wreaths and Ribbons. Now it's Christmas Wreaths and Ribbons. I think that is a much better title. Okay.
I think
What else is
sometimes
she-
they have to change the titles because maybe there's some sort of legal thing somewhere else, some
Could
trademark.
be. Who
thing.
knows? I wonder if they're going to add a movie or two to the schedule. I'm hoping for the Daniel Lissing, Jessica Lange. Oh, and the Jen Lilly one. Oh, okay. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I have a feeling they just kind of rearranged these first couple movies.
Yeah. To Beth's point though, like you would think that there would be like a department that would be one of the first things that you do. Like once you decide what your movie title is going to be, or like, I don't know, like I'd be curious to know, like, do they pitch a couple of different movie titles and then like you would have to go and like search that up, whatever the process is, because you think that would be really difficult when you have managers and agents and actors and actresses that maybe start promoting.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you've got all this promotional whatever, and then you can't use it, kind of to the point of, the t-shirts last year for,
Yeah.
for Riley's movie. And it was like all of a sudden we have these great shirts and it's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that name anymore.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I would just love to know the process. Those are things that like are very curious to me.
I just want to know, are they using a librarian for any of this research? Because I feel like it would be helpful. I mean, it's kind of what we do.
Are you available for hire, Tracie?
I
I'm
was
totally available for hire. I mean, it's no different than like, teachers running their students' papers through like some anti-cheating software to make sure they didn't heist it off of the internet somewhere.
right.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, here you go.
So hashtag Bill Abbott, hashtag Tracie Crumbine, hashtag fact checker.
Oh, Gina's saying, oh, she's happy to see Kristen and Casey starring a movie. Yeah, I love him in the Destined Christmas movie. Yeah, big fan of County. I think these two will be good together.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. And I was also thinking, because I thought that Destined at Christmas, the first two movies, were so unique with their dinosaur theme. We really haven't seen that before in any of our romance movies, Christmas movies. And so I kind of feel like this might have some unique twists to it, maybe that we don't know about, despite all the title changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 And Brittany and Brian always make a good movie.
Yeah.
So I think this one will be pretty good. I don't think it'll be the best of the year, but I think it'll be a cute one.
Right.
All right. So I was thinking about, should we rank these 1 to 5?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. I was
You
thinking,
writing it
since
down,
we're
Chad?
starting, what's that?
I said, are you writing it down?
Oh, you want me to write them down?
Well, yeah. Don't we come back after we watch them all and then we go see what we did,
Oh,
right?
okay. I can write them down. Since this first one is about wreaths, I was thinking about doing 1 to 5 wreaths
That's fair.
of
That's
what
fair.
we think it's going to be.
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
I think that's important. We need to do that.
So, Jackie, we'll start with you. What do you think? What do you give this one? What do you think?
I'm gonna say it sounds like a sweet story. I'm gonna go with 4 wreaths.
All right. All right. All right. Who's next? Cricket?
Yeah, I'm with Jackie on this one. I think they're gonna have good chemistry in this movie. I'm gonna give it a 4 wreath too. 4 wreaths.
All right. Beth?
4 wreaths as well, because it's not a recycled storyline.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. And Tracie, what do you think?
I'm going to go with 3.
Tracie's
do
going
like
to
the
3. Okay.
storyline, but the sarcastic part of me is like, shouldn't she be more careful because it's that time of year and like protect herself? Was she wearing appropriate footwear? Was the ice in a place that should have been publicly maintained better? I mean, I have questions. So
Uh-huh. And
I
my
know people
question,
are going to be like, she's gone off the rails, and that's fine. But my first thought was, well, why was she taking chances if her holiday wreath like deliveries are in jeopardy, slipping on ice? Like, what was she doing?
uh-huh. And I have a question. She has a wreath making business that you can only do like in December. So what does she do for
No,
money for the other
No.
11 months of the
no.
year?
Mm-mm.
No.
My mother's former neighbor made wreaths year round, so
Yeah.
Oh,
she
yeah.
made seasonal ones.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, not like for every single thing, but she had spring ones, fall ones, Easter ones. So I don't think she had any Arbor Day ones, but she had a lot of seasonal ones. So
Well, to
Oh,
Tracie's
okay.
point, this could
Yeah.
open up for sequels,
oh
That
yeah.
is true.
right?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That one she's gonna fall in the water. She's gonna fall in the river and it's gonna put her
Tell you what, it's gonna play havoc on that Valentine wreath. I mean, if we're going for February, what's gonna happen?
Because
I
they'll do
don't
the
know.
ice in the river in February.
yeah, safety first.
Skating, we could do some skating, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going with the majority of you. I'm going 4 wreaths on this one.
Okay.
I think it'll be a good one. All right. Let's get into a vintage Christmas. All right, who wants to do this one?
I
I
can
don't
read
care.
it.
All right, Beth.
Okay. In A Vintage Christmas, Tessa Patterson is a dedicated historian and preservationist in her hometown of Oak Creek, an old-fashioned and passionate protector of the nostalgic. Sparks fly when a business developer, Noah Russell, arrives in Oak Creek with plans to tear down an abandoned post office and replace it with a sleek, modern office complex. There are internal and external struggles among many in the community to arrive at a solution that serves the greater good for all concerned. As the clock ticks toward Christmas, the race to settle the dispute through concessions and compromise is on. It stars Merritt Patterson and Christopher Russell, and it's supposed to air on Saturday, October 19th.
All right. Very good. All right. So, Beth, since you read it, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, I absolutely adore Merritt Patterson and Christopher Russell. So that to me is going to be an amazing pairing. I think I have seen this movie before, maybe a little bit different, maybe not a post office, but something else.
Oh, yeah.
Big old tree, love on a plant.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yes,
that's
we
right.
have seen that before. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll hold out on my opinion till after I watch it. But I know that these two actors are gonna bring their A game to this. And I
Okay.
heard someone sings, and I always like it when there's music.
Oh, somebody sings? Oh, really?
From what I hear.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Who else? Who else has thoughts on this one?
I just think it's going to be an awesome movie. I also love Merritt Patterson and Christopher Russell, and I think that have they ever played in a movie together? That's my question. I don't think they have they?
I don't think I've ever seen them
I
together.
don't think I have.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I really want to watch it is because I want to see how their chemistry is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm excited for this one.
And I agree. I like both of them. I think they're tremendous. I think my only wishing and hoping was I would obviously love to see Trevor, just because I love them together. Like when you talk chemistry, I just think they're the dream team. You know, and I find that sometimes, like when I see somebody that I think, oh, he'd be perfect in this movie, sometimes I must watch it kind of picturing like, how would he take that scene or whatever. But Christopher Russell's amazing. So I think I'm going to be able to settle in and enjoy just seeing how that chemistry unfolds. So I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, they did 'Twas the Text Before Christmas, and then they did Jingle Bell Princess together.
Yep.
She and Trevor. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they also dyed her hair kind of a dark brown for this movie, so she matches Christopher Russell. So that'll be interesting too.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Let me take a look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All Beth.
Yeah, a different hair color for each movie that she's in.
Yeah, because in 'Twas the Text Before Christmas, she had like reddish color hair.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was
Usually
another
she
one
has like a
blonde.
Yeah, usually she has like a dirty blonde color. Usually. Yeah.
In the princess movie.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
I like the pairing. The storyline, I do feel like we've seen numerous times.
Yeah.
Honestly, another Trevor movie, Nantucket Noel, kind of the same vibe. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if they're going to do anything different with
Mm-hmm.
the storyline. Like maybe it doesn't completely end up the way we expect it to. Maybe something gets torn down, but something new and better gets built that appeases the community. Because I mean, like it's been told, like there have been enough like mean, developers coming in to, blow up a storefront or demolish some other building and turn it into oceanfront property, like whatever.
Right.
I think we've done that enough times. We need to move on to some other characters besides mean developers. But
And that reminds me of Christmas by Starlight with Kimberly Sestad and Paul Campbell. Like at the end, they did end up having to make some changes. They didn't demolish, but they ended up making the diner a part of the kind of new and improved. So sometimes they do that something a little bit different. So that's a really good point, Tracie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have to be like the perfect ending. You could still have a very satisfiable ending with maybe a different kind of a twist in it. But I mean, who knows? The story's already been written, so we'll have to find out.
I mean, it could be sort of like, I know Let It Snow is coming up after what we are discussing tonight, but there was kind of an interesting compromise in that movie. So maybe we'll get an interesting compromise that won't be recycled storyline.
Yeah. Well, and that's an older one that was on another network years ago, because I remember watching it on said other network.
Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of
it had the highest viewership on that movie. It set a record for viewership.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I am curious about them optioning it to air on this network, whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, this movie is the big bad man of business going to come to town and tear down the post office, tear down a local business, and she's going to stop it. So, like you said, we've seen this storyline a lot, but I think they will be good. I think they'll make it work. All right, let's see. Beth, start with you. What do you give this one? How many wreaths?
This is a tough one because I think that Merritt Patterson and Christopher Russell are worthy of a 5 wreaths, but the story, I'm going to be mean and give it 2 wreaths, but maybe a compromise up to 3, because I do think that these 2 leads are definite 5s.
All right, yeah. All right, who's next? Tracie, you want to go next?
I'm going to go with a 3.
Okay.
Pretty much everything that Beth said. I love it.
At least you're consistent.
There's nothing I am consistent.
Cricket, what do you think?
I want to do a 3, but I'm curious to know, and I think it's going to be, the chemistry. I would love it to be with Trevor, like Jackie said. However, I mean, come on, it's Christopher Russell, so I'm going to say 4. I'm going to go 4.
You're going big on this one. All right, Jackie, what do you think?
All right, so here's my question: are half wreaths a thing?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Okay, all right, then I feel better. I'm going to go 3.5 wreaths. because although I feel that the story is a little bit too typical, I feel that Merritt and Christopher are going to bring it, and so that's why they get my extra half wreath.
It could be,
Yeah.
it could be like a mini wreath.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm with Jackie.
wreathless.
Yeah, I'm with Jackie. I'm going 3.5 on this one. And Gina says, I hope, or I am going to go with 3.5 wreaths. Oh, because I like the leads. Oh, wait, that wasn't the one I was wanting. Oh, this is the one I wanted to show. Kat said that she hopes she's pleasantly surprised by it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because kind of the same old rehash story that we've seen before. That's the one bad thing about this one. But I think it'll be fun to see them together. Oh, now we get up to a big one here.
Oh, yeah.
Aha, Christmas Castle Proposal.
Where is that?
What's that?
I'm just oh, there it is. I didn't scroll down far enough, so okay.
Okay. Who wants to do this? Tracie or Cricket? Which one?
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. In A Christmas Castle Proposal, Olivia and Prince Alexander travel together to his family's majestic palace in Taravia to spend Christmas with their two families. Despite busy schedules that push the couple in different directions, the couple seems poised to come together for a magical and unforgettable Christmas until clashing cultures within the families lead to comedic mishaps. Twist.
Oh, shoot. I just remembered. I had a video clip of. Wait, let's go back. Hold on. I forgot I had a trailer for. It's too late now. We'll skip it. I had a trailer for A Vintage Christmas. But I have a trailer for this one. So before we talk about it, I'm going to show this trailer. Let's see which one it is. It's this one. Here we go.
26th at 8. Great American Christmas 2024 presents the third of 17 original Christmas movie premieres.
The last year with you has been the most amazing adventure.
Rhiannon Fish and Mitchell Burke return in the sequel to A Prince in Paradise.
Do you want to get out of it?
I'd have to check my schedule first.
Gather your loved ones and embrace the hope and joy of the season. A Christmas Castle Proposal.
All right. All right, let's see. You already read it, right, Tracie?
I did.
All right, stars Rhiannon Fish, Mitchell Burke, the sequel to It's in Paradise. What are your thoughts, Tracie?
That's a good question. I don't know what. I like Rhiannon Fish a lot. I did not see the prior movie.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, it was a good one.
I didn't stay on top of watching all the movies last year because it was a lot. I just, and that was like across the board, regardless of network. I just did not get to see
well, actually, the last one wasn't a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it was, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was on in January of last year.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it, but I've seen her in other stuff, and I really like her as an actress. And I do kind of like the storyline in that they're already together, and it doesn't seem like some far-fetched thing for like, you know, a person of royalty and some, you know, peasant person to like, you know, hook up and fall in love. I like that they're already together and whatever. And the comedic mishaps, I'm intrigued by that. It sounds like it could be a little different. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think this one's going to have a little comedy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to offer a very unpopular opinion. I do not enjoy the royal movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're not my favorite either. No.
And I'll be honest. So like when Jingle Bell Princess was coming out, I was holding my breath. I don't feel like that movie was the typical royal movie. And I'm not saying that I don't love castles and I don't love that romance that comes with it. But there's just something about those stories that sometimes, I don't know if the story is slow for me or what it is. So I hope that I am, surprised with some good things. And I know Gina said too about the decorations and wardrobe, which always can be beautiful when you have it in that setting. I always just kind of hold my breath when I think about the decorating team, because sometimes we do the overkill of everybody knows it's Christmas in every room in the house, and it's really really overdone. So I think,
And on every kitchen cabinet.
exactly, like we don't need a wreath in every room. It doesn't need to be above the bathroom toilet, and it doesn't need to be in the basement above the washer and the dryer. Like, it needs to be nicely done. So it is my hope that it sticks to that royal theme. But the royal theme just typically is not my favorite, which I know is a very unpopular opinion.
Jackie, I have to say, I agree with you. It's not my favorite either. Most of the time,
Right.
it's too hokey, and I don't know, the accents and the whatever. It's like too fake. It's not done well. And some of the dialogue that comes out of these people's mouths, I'm like, really? I don't think so. You're not alone.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
All right, Beth, Cricket, what are your thoughts?
So I'm with Jackie and Tracie. They're not my favorite. And off the top of my head, I can think of only 3. And I'm sure between all the networks out there, they've probably had, dozens and dozens of these movies. But I did like A Jingle Bell Princess a lot. There was a New Year's Eve movie with Sam Page and Jesse Schramm that I really liked. And there was one with Danica McKellar that I liked, and that's kind of the extent of it. But I do like comedy, and in a romantic comedy, if the comedy is done well, then it will keep my attention. So I'm willing to have an open mind with this one.
All right, Cricket.
Okay, so you know me, I'm the love puking heart fest whatever. So you know me, I love the royal movies.
You're not puking love.
I know, but
do
I always grew up. My mom told me the story of Cinderella. I just always grew up having that idea in my head, and to this day I still love the storylines, even if they're kind of cheesy sometimes. I love the fact that usually it's somebody who came from humble beginnings and was noticed by a prince, and they didn't know that they were a prince, and they liked them, and they formed a relationship, and they didn't want to say anything at first, but then later on found out they were. And I love that storyline. I love that they have to work through the dynamics of, like, especially like this one with the culture of the family. And I did see the first one of this one, and I remember the mother when the queen and the king came, and she was so rude to her and just so mean to her. And I just love them. I can't help it.
It's not a wrong thing. It's a personal preference. It's okay. There's no judgment.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're in the majority, Cricket. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people feel that way. So.
Oh yeah, that's probably why they make so many of them. Yeah.
This day and age, people have different views on, couples and relationships now. So, call me old fashioned, I guess. I'm an old fashioned girl. Chivalry will never die, okay?
Well, I hope it doesn't.
Well, yeah, what's going to be different about this one is they already know each other, and she already knows he's a prince. Like in the majority of these royal movies, the one doesn't know that the person is royal,
Right.
And then they find out in the middle of the movie, and then they get mad at him because they didn't tell him, So this one won't have that storyline,
You just wrote the next movie, Chad. There you go. Good up.
Yeah. So
that is a little bit different, because it's very rare where they show a sequel to a movie where the couple is actually already together. That's very rare. And actually, I kind of like it because that is different, and I'd like to see more of that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Sure.
All right, so let's see. Tracie, are you the one that read this one?
I did.
How many wreaths you give this one, you think?
Oh, I'm going in with 2. I'm hoping I'm pleasantly surprised.
Going in with 2. Wow. Okay. Well, you didn't see the
feel a
first
little
one, so that makes
stingy.
sense. That makes sense. All right. Gina's giving it 4 wreaths. All right. Who's next? Beth, what do you think?
Well, I didn't see A Prince in Paradise, but I'm going to watch it since
Ooh.
Gina highly recommends it here. So I might change my mind, and since we can use a half wreath, I'll give it 2.5 wreaths for right now.
2.5. Okay. All right. Cricket. Oh, you're going to give it a 5. I know you.
No, I'm not. No, that's reserved
Give it
for
a
one
half.
special movie, okay? 5 is reserved. I will, though. I mean, I like the first one. I'm curious to see how they're going to, continue the storyline into this next movie.
Mhm.
And I like the last one. I didn't think it was a strong movie. I thought it was good.
Mhm.
I'm going to have to go with 3.5.
Ooh, 3.5. Okay. You talked yourself down. Okay.
Kind of did, didn't I?
Jackie, what do you think?
So, well, I will say I am going to take the recommendation of the good people on tonight, and I will be sure I will make a promise to watch A Prince in Paradise.
Wow.
But at this time, I am going to go with 2.5 wreaths.
Wow. None of you saw the first one. Okay. All right.
I did. Hello.
Okay. All right. Well, I like the first one, and this one is one of the most anticipated movies of the year. This one and another one. So I think this one's. I'm going big. I'm going 5 wreaths on this one. I think this one. I think this one's going to be good.
Traitor.
I think it's going to be good.
It's a bold move, Chad.
It's a bold move, but I think it'll
You're
be a
getting
good
cold for Christmas, Chad.
one. All right, moving on. We've got Tales of Christmas. Let's see, who hasn't read one yet? Cricket, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that one. Did that one get changed? Is that
Yeah.
the Season's Greetings?
Shelter and Season's Greetings was the original name. Yeah.
Okay, I can read it.
All right.
Tales of Christmas, starring. Now, how do you say it? Is it Ash Sai?
Ash Sai, I think. Yeah.
Ash Sai and Eric
I don't know.
Ulamet.
Yeah, could be.
Okay. Caleb is injured in the army and recovers through help from shelter therapy dogs. As a sign of thanks, Caleb returns home to help Amber run the local shelter, and in the process discovers his feeling, for Amber go beyond gratitude. So the first thing I wanted to say is I remember her from Journey to Christmas.
Yes, she was in that. Yep.
And I love that movie. So, yeah, I'm excited, being prior military. I love any kind of military storyline. So I'm definitely interested in wanting to see this one.
Okay. And let me just say, this is another Brittany Wiscombe, Brian Bruff production.
Oh, yes. And it's premiering on Saturday, November 2nd. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah. All right, Beth, what are your thoughts?
Well, like Cricket, I have a son in the military, and so I have a real heart for military stories. I like to see them honored in movies, and who doesn't like a great story with dogs? And I like the way the story sounds. So yeah, I think I'm going to be excited to watch it.
I think my cat must know that we're talking about dogs because she's over here meowing.
Oh, we do need a cat movie soon.
That's right. That's right. Who's next? Tracie?
Sure. I agree. I like the military character. Has dogs in it. It sounds like it could be good. Yeah.
Okay. Jackie?
Well, I definitely love the themes, and I never want to pass up a chance to say, Cricket, thank you for your service, and Beth and Tracie, thank you for your sacrifice. So I love anytime there's an opportunity to highlight the military. And not only those people, but the people in their lives that that wait for them until they come home. So I love the dogs as well. And as somebody who's a school counselor, I always hope that whenever there's a time to talk about therapy, that the platform has the potential to be used to raise awareness for mental health. And I always love when movies take a chance to do that. So I hope that happens in this one.
Oh, good points. Good points. And I agree with what Kat is saying here. She says she likes this new title much better. Yeah, I didn't like that first title. It was long-winded.
What was it called?
A Shelter and Season's Greetings.
What is that? That sounds like word salad.
I know.
I like this title much better. Sometimes they get too long-winded with the titles, and and from a hashtagging standpoint, it's insanely hard.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. It makes hashtagging so difficult, and I really think that the marketing department needs to consider that.
Right. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so I agree.
Twitter, we got to be able to do it pretty quick,
So I agree with what Cricket says. I like Ash Sai. I liked her. I thought she was really cute in last year's movie. So I'm not familiar with this Eric guy. I have no idea who he is. But and we don't really get much of a synopsis here. We don't really know too much about it. But I think I'm looking forward to seeing her again. And I think, like I said before in that other movie, since this is a Brittany and Brian movie, I think it'll be pretty good. All right, what are we going to rank this? Who's up? Cricket, you're up, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go 3.
3.
Wow.
Okay.
3 Reese.
All right. Who's next? Beth?
Well, I kind of like what Jackie was saying, how it hits different points. So it hits the therapy piece, it hits the military, it hits dogs. So I'm going to give it 4.
Oh, we're going big on that one. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Tracie?
I agree with what Beth said. I am also going to go with 4.
4? You're kidding.
That's a shocker. I know.
It is a shocker.
Might not happen again, but
I didn't expect to hear above a 3 from you tonight.
well, I mean,
You just wait.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Are
She's
you
got a
making
bigger number in there.
Are you making a wreath right now? Are you a wreath maker?
No, I am not. I am crocheting a blanket. I don't have any wreaths in me.
All right, Jackie, what do you give this one?
How about putting me down for a 3.5 wreaths?
3.5. Okay. And I'm going 3 on this one. I think it might be cute. Oh, Kat's going 3.75. Oh, is 3.75 allowed?
That's a
Oh,
wreath.
Gina's giving it 2.5. What's wrong with you, Gina? Woo! What's that?
Goodness.
I know many people love Journey to Christmas, but it was not one of my favorites. Or wasn't from last year. Oh, okay. Okay.
Is Journey to Christmas by the same people who are doing Tales of Christmas?
Yeah. Yep. Same people.
Same people wrote the movie.
And the same ones that are doing Christmas wreaths and ribbons.
Okay.
Same crew. Same production company.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on. Here we got the ballet movies up next. A Royal Christmas Ballet.
Royal.
Oh, am I reading this one? Yeah, I am, right? Okay. So this one premieres Saturday, November 9th. It stars Brittany Underwood and Jonathan Stoddard. It's directed and written by Fred Olen Ray, who also directed and wrote the Royal Christmas movie that they did last year. Do you remember that one?
Royally Wrapped for was it? Royally?
A Royal Christmas Holiday, it was called.
Oh yeah, no, different one. That
You
was
don't remember
Brittany's.
She played a TV reporter, and she was trying to get a story.
Oh, I do vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, she was competing with her coworker to get the story on the prince.
Yes.
Yeah. So the synopsis says a retired ballerina is pressed into service, working with a visiting team of royal ambassadors to put on the season's performance of the Nutcracker and finds herself center stage in an unexpected Christmas romance. So come on, you can't beat the ballet and you can't beat the Nutcracker.
Well, you could.
And I thought these two were good in last year's movie. So I think this one, I think this one's going to be decent. I think it'll be okay. Jay says Royal and Dancing. Oh, Kat says she liked them together. Okay, what do you think? Tracy, what do you think on this one?
I'm gonna go with a 1.
Oh, yeah,
It's
we don't.
just, again, it's a royal thing. I really could care less about ballet stuff. And no,
Oh, yeah,
disrespect
you're
to
right.
anybody that likes that is like has nothing. It's not personal. It's just business.
Oh, you're right. You know what? This is the second Royal movie, and there's another one later in the schedule. They're doing 3 Royal movies.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
kind of tired of the royal stuff.
Wow.
Just,
So Jackie
there's
will be
more to
loving
Christmas than royal stuff. That's all.
that. Yeah, Jackie will be loving 3 Royal movies.
God, she's gonna be pirouetting her way right away from the television.
Yeah, we need like Christmas in a mountain town with something that doesn't involve royalty.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Well, Cricket likes the Royal movies. What are you giving this one, Cricket?
Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the one they did last year.
Oh, okay.
Even though I think it was a royal movie too. At least I remember him. What's the one with the ice skater? Didn't he play in the one with the ice skater?
Yeah, he was in the Ice Skater movie too, but he had a different lead.
And he was a prince in that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a prince in that one. Yep.
Yes. Okay. So maybe that's the one I'm thinking. I don't even know if I saw the other one that you're referring to. But I didn't like the chemistry. And I know it's probably somebody different this time, but is it both the same or no?
What's that?
Are they both the same from the last movie?
No,
The
they're
same
different
actor and
characters.
actress? Okay.
Different.
I didn't think so.
Same actors and actresses, but different characters. It's not a sequel.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really like it. So, and not only that, but when you're talking about dancing in the Nutcracker, I'm sorry, but the Paris Christmas Waltz with Jen Lilly, that one has forever embedded in my brain. So anything that's similar to that potentially will not get, high ratings. So I'm going to go 2.
2 for Cricket. All right.
2.
All right. Let's see. Jackie, you already did it. Beth, what do you think?
Well, I'm with Kit Kat here first before I say my reads, but Jonathan Stoddard, I think, is a good actor, and I do agree with her. He's underrated and definitely underutilized. And I'm actually, I'm feeling overkill on the Royal movies, and I haven't even seen one yet this season. So I don't mind the ballet. But if I had a choice to go to that or like to a Broadway production, I would go to the Broadway production. I'm going to give it 1.5 reads.
Ooh, 1.5. Man, you guys are talking me down. All right, I'm gonna have to lower my number.
And did I give mine?
Yeah, you said 3. Did you? Did you say 3.5, or what'd you say?
I don't think she did.
Oh, Jackie,
That was the last one.
Okay,
Yeah.
What do you think?
So, I mean, obviously, Royal, it's going to be on the low end of the Wreaths.
Yeah.
But I have to say,
Low end of the Wreaths.
So I've been enjoying dancing a little bit more lately. So I decided to start watching this season of Dancing with the Stars. So I'm a huge Steven Nedorosik fan, the pommel horse guy, the Olympian. And so he and Tori Spelling were the 2 reasons that I started watching. Unfortunately, Tori went out early, but I am not a dancer at all, but watching these people that are like it all over the place, it's a beautiful thing to watch for some people that have no talent or that are struggling like physically to like these people who are just completely like just awesome at it. So I think that ballet has a little piece of my heart that it probably wouldn't have otherwise. So I'm going to go 2.5.
2.5. Okay. All right. Well, you all of you have talked me down. I was going to go higher, but I'm just going to go 3 on this one. You talked me out of this one.
Don't succumb to peer pressure, Chad.
But I have to. I have to agree with Kat here. I love Jonathan in the movie Finding Faith. I love that movie. And she's good. She's going at 2.5 reefs. Oh man, she went lower than we all did. Well, at least than I did.
Yeah.
Who gave it? Was it Tracie? Gave it 1? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a monster.
You are okay.
Don't come at me with pitchforks.
You're a royal monster, man.
I'm a royal monster.
All right, let's see.
He's a crusher of dreams.
That's right.
All right, we're up to the first CCB movie of 3. A Christmas Less Travel. Jackie, you're up.
All right. Premiering Saturday, November 16th. Candace Cameron Bure and Eric Johnson. In A Christmas Less Traveled, the Dine and Dash Diner has a stack of mounting unpaid bills, forcing its owner, Desi Bure, to sell her beloved mint condition cherry red 1964 Ford F100, a gift from her deceased father. As Desi visits the vintage truck one last time, she discovers a recorded message from her dad on an old audio cassette. Desi's dad voice sends her and Old Red out to retrace her family's most memorable moments one last time. Just as the journey begins, Desi meets Grayson Johnson, who offers her a generous payment in exchange for a ride to close the most important deal of his life. Little do Desi and Grayson realize the less traveled road will reveal more about each of them than they could have ever known.
Okay, that was a mouthful. We got a good synopsis on this one.
When you're Candace Cameron Bure, you get the long synopsis, right?
You get all the words. You get all the words, all the movies.
So, what are your thoughts there, Jackie?
I think it sounds like I was very emotionally touched when I read that one about hearing Dad's voice one last time. And I just thought, like, Christmas time is such a nostalgic time when you're remembering holidays gone by, and you think about your loved ones that are no longer with you, and then like for Dad to kind of be back with you one last time. I was really captured by that. And I think I always love the movies where they're on a journey and they're going someplace, because you see the literal journey as well as the figurative journey. So I'm really excited for this one. I like it. And I like the traveling with Old Red. I just think there's probably going to be some great stories about that truck and lots of good stuff.
All right. Cricket, what do you think?
Like Jackie said about the message, I actually have a message, like a voicemail that I have saved on a mini cassette from my mom, because she's no longer with us. So when I read that, also that really touched me, because it is really hard sometimes around the holidays, because you remember those memories, and that's when families come together, is around the holidays. So I always feel like Candace Cameron Bure's movies are always very well done. So I'm sure it's probably going to be a tearjerker, and it's going to be a good one. So.
Yeah. So Gina in the chat is saying she's excited about this one. She's a big CCB fan. She loves the truck, and she likes she liked Eric Johnson in Mrs. Miracle movie. Yeah, he was good in that movie. Yeah. Kat says she loves a good road trip movie. Yeah, what else is Gina saying? This one's going to pull at the heartstrings. I have a feeling so. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, I agree with all of you. Okay, Beth, what do you think of this one?
Well, I'm kind of agree with Jackie and Cricket. My dad actually passed away right before Christmas a few years ago. And I do have a little video of him on my phone. And when I can bring myself to watch it, it means so much. And I loved A Christmas Present. I feel like the Candace Cameron Bure movies go a little bit deeper. They're not cliche. I absolutely love this idea that they're going down memory lane. And I like the red truck. I kept a red sweater of my dad's. He didn't have a truck, but he had a sweater. And so I think I'm going to love this movie, and I'll probably cry, and it'll probably be just so meaningful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. And Tracie, I know you're probably going to give it a 1 wreath, right? You know, you're not looking forward to it.
I just have a heart full of hate. No, I'm not the biggest fan of Candace. Not some. I mean, her actress. Yeah, she's a great actress. Don't agree with her and on personal issues, but that's not what that's about. I do agree with what Beth has said that some of the movies that we've seen, especially on GAF, have gone a little deeper. The one that she did last year with the military guy,
Unsung Hero or something.
I was very like that one really
Yeah,
hit.
that was a good one. Yeah.
That was a really good one. And I think this will kind of be of that same caliber and, giving all the feelings. So yeah, I think I might do like a four wreather on this one.
Ooh.
Wow.
Tune in, everybody.
I'm writing that down. I'm circling that one.
I mean, she delivered on the depth, and I mean that these are all feel good movies, but you do want, when we've talked about this in our like DonoFans group about seeing something with a little bit of a deeper storyline and not just all like marshmallow fluff and peanut butter, and those ones kind of stick with you a little bit more. So yeah.
All right. So let's see. This movie was written by the two women who wrote Just in Time, which was the Easter movie that premiered in the spring that Laura Osnes was in. I don't know if that changes your opinion or anything on the movie.
So good.
Yeah. So even though she's picking up a hitchhiker in this movie,
always a good idea.
That's I was thinking about this. You got like a 30-70 chance, maybe. You got a 30% chance that they might kill you, maybe a 70% chance that you might live, so it's pretty good odds, right?
Fell in love, so there you go.
But I think this is a real interesting story, and like you all said, I think this is going to be a tearjerker. And yeah, I'm gonna. Well, who read this one? Jackie did, right?
Yes.
How many wreaths you give it, Jackie? We'll start with you.
I'm going 4.5.
Ooh, okay. All right, Cricket.
I'm going 4.
4. Beth.
4.5.
4.5. And Tracie went 4. I'm going big. I'm going 5 on this one.
Oh boy. Buckle up.
I think this one's going to be. Well, she has another new movie in the schedule, but I think this one's going to be the better movie of the two new ones that she has.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to this one. Oh, and I did it again. I forgot to show the video clip. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it anyway.
November 16th at 8, the first of 2 Candace Cameron Bure all-new original Christmas movies in the same season.
This whole road trip was my dad's idea. His stops, his rules. My dad never mentioned anything about this place.
There's a lot he wants to share with you.
Co-starring Eric Johnson.
Why do you keep asking about my dad?
Maybe I just want to know more about the man who raised a woman like you.
The 6th of 17 original premieres, a Christmas less traveled.
All right.
I'm wondering with that.
Good. What?
I'm wondering with that clip if there's going to be that he had some connection to Dad prior to. Like, I'm wondering if.
You think so?
I don't know. There was just something in there that told me there was a little foreshadowing there. I mean, I could be totally wrong. But I would.
Well, I thought the same thing when I saw that preview.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm wondering what the chances are that they had a cassette player still laying around the house. Because I think 90% of us do not own that technology anymore.
That's a good point. She was holding the cassette. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you buy that on Amazon? Is that like she could Prime and get it overnight? Or
I don't know. I mean, except for my dad, I don't know anybody that keeps old technology. My dad still has old VCRs from the 80s in his basement. So,
well, I'm guessing there's probably a cassette player in the truck.
but if it's a 1960 something, they wouldn't have had cassettes. That it would have been an
Oh,
80s.
it's a 1960s truck. Oh yeah, it does.
1964.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think
They
I don't
rebuilt
even
the
know if they had
radio, guys.
Yeah,
They
I don't think they didn't
rebuilt
have
it.
cassette tapes back then, did they? In '64.
No. I don't know when the 8
Oh.
tracks came out, but I don't even know if those were in the 60s.
I think that 8 tracks were the 70s.
Yeah, that was the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They may have
if
had-
she
I
played
think
it
they
in
may-
the truck, then that's some hoodoo.
I think they had cassettes in the '60s. I think they did. I think they did. All right, now we're up to the big one. We're up to the big one. Is it Beth's turn?
Oh, perfect. 'cause
It
I'm
is her
wearing my
birthday. I think that's fitting.
Yeah, it's fair. It's
Yeah.
fair.
It is.
Yep.
All right, Beth, you're up.
A Little Women's Christmas. It's a contemporary retelling of the beloved classic novel following the lives and loves of the March sisters in a small Tennessee town at Christmas. Jo March is played by Gillian Murray. Trevor Donovan is Friedrich Fritz Bear. Meg March is played by Jen Lilly. Laura Osnes plays Beth March. Julia Riley is Amy March. And John is played by Jesse Hutch. The one and only Gladys Knight performs Joy. It stars Trevor Donovan, Gillian Murray, Jen Lilly, Laura Osnes, Jesse Hutch, Julia Riley, and Gladys Knight, and it airs Saturday, November 23rd. And I'll be at the Christmas festival that day, so I may not be able to watch it live.
Oh, you're going to Long Island?
I am.
You are?
I'm celebrating my anniversary, and I'm going. Yep,
Oh,
Love
wow.
them.
And that's the weekend Trevor's going to be there.
that's right. Of course.
Wow. So you have to fill us in when you get back and tell us all about it.
Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think of Trevor here in this Santa suit?
Well, I'm just really excited to see this all-star cast. And as far as Trevor playing Fritz, he's such a nerdy character in the book and in the old movies. And I can't wait to see that nerdy side of Trevor. And yeah, so I'm really excited just about everything about this movie. The cast, it's exciting. And so I think, is this Brandon Clark and Brian
Yeah,
Bird?
he's the
It's
Brandon
gonna be
Clark's
good.
the director, yeah, and
It's
Brian
gonna be
Bird
good.
is one of the producers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Jackie, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm excited about this one. I mean, obviously it's Trevor, but I agree with Beth. It's an all-star cast. And I think too, there is just something just about the story of Little Women. Like I remember getting a copy of that book when I was like in 4th grade, and I can still see the hard, that hard cover book, and just like such a sweet story. So I'm excited to see what they do with it, within this more modern day story. I adore the voice of Gladys Knight. I can't wait to see. I know there were some behind the scenes where they showed them in a church, and I'm like, I cannot wait to see what that's all going to come together. And I think to me, this is going to be one of the big hits of the season. And I think given the rumor of what the other network is putting up against this movie, I think they know they have a hit with this one. So I think this one is going to be one of the highlights of the season.
Oh, now I have to ask, what's going up against this movie? I didn't look at the schedule.
So, and now I'm going to blank on the title, but the
Three Wise Men and a Boy.
Baby, or
a little boy or something. 3 men.
Oh,
and a
that's
boy.
the one that's going. That's
Yeah.
playing the same
now
night
we
as
know
this
things
one.
change, but that was the rumor.
Oh, wow! I didn't realize that.
So to me, that's a huge compliment. To say like, we know this is a winner, so we're going to put our winner up against. So
Wow. Okay.
so this is one we got to make sure gets trending, no doubt about it.
Oh, okay. Let's
There you
see who's next. Cricket, did you talk about this one yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm excited for this one. Obviously, Trevor's in it. but again, kind of like to go, with what Beth said too. He does play like a nerdy role in this this movie, or from the book. And I remember as a child reading the book, and also, coming from humble beginnings, it kind of related. I related to it, and it just was a nice, a nice little tale about sisters. I grew up with, 4 sisters. So for me, it kind of resembled my family in a sense, even though we didn't, follow the same lifelines, if you will, of everything. But I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to see how Trevor portrays that character.
All right. And Tracie, you're giving this one wreath, right?
Maybe 1.5. No.
1.5.
I'm gonna. Oh, what am I gonna do?
First, what are your thoughts on the movie?
I'm excited about the movie. I like that it's been portrayed as a different retelling, which sounds intriguing to me. And I definitely I love the cast. Any excuse to see Trevor in a Santa suit is always welcome. I mean, he can rock a Santa suit. There's denying. I don't have warm fuzzies about the story at all, because I didn't particularly enjoy the story ever. But
well,
I'm a monster. I don't have some beloved affinity for like old literature. Most of it I just have PTSD from reading it. But all of that said, in my own word salad, I think I'm gonna do 4.5 wreaths.
Only 4.5?
Tracie, your heart will grow 2 sizes a little larger this season.
I mean, I and I didn't like. The only other iteration of the story that I've seen was the one with Susan Sarandon and Winona Ryder back in the 90s. And I love that movie, but I mean, it's not a happy movie. So I'm curious how this will be different, because the original story has a lot of like hard stuff in it.
Well, what I'm about to say may change your opinion.
Oh.
Because I chatted with the screenwriter, and the story of this movie has nothing to do with the book.
Well, that's good.
I was curious about that, Chad. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was curious to see, were there going to be any real parallels?
She told me this is just a traditional romantic drama, Christmas romantic drama. The only similarities with the book are the characters. It's about the March sisters, but the story does not follow the book.
Okay.
Interesting.
So is Fritz a professor in the book or not? I mean, in the movie?
In the movie? That I don't remember. I think so,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, this changes my posting strategy here. Okay.
What's that?
I said, this kind of changes my posting strategy. I mean.
So, Misty, hey Misty, thanks for being here. She says, I can't wait to see how they spin a modern retake on on this book. The cast looks amazing. I know Trevor will play a fantastic Fritz. Yeah, he has a great comedic timing, and I think owning that nerdy side of Fritz will play in the fun. Yeah, well, yeah, she said to keep an open mind when you're watching this movie. She said, don't expect it to be exactly like the book.
Well, that's good.
I think that would be good, actually.
It's just a Christmas movie using these characters,
Interesting.
And Chad, however, did you get to talk to the screenwriter?
What?
Well, you took a little trip somewhere, didn't you?
Okay, so I met her when I was on the set the night that they filmed the Christmas or the church scene that Jackie mentioned with Gladys Knight.
Yeah, you did a little sneaky Pete on us.
I did. I went down to Nashville, and I was one of the background actors.
Like, where was the invite?
Chad, if you were my friend, I would be so jealous, but I was so happy for you that you got to do that. Like, I would have totally loved that opportunity, but I was so thrilled that you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was fun. I was in the congregation in the church while Gladys Knight sang, and got to meet the screenwriter, and her parents were there. And of course, Brian Bird, I got to meet him. Brandon Clark was too busy. He was running around like a chicken with his head cut off, so I didn't get to talk to him at all. But I talked to Trevor. I talked to Julia Riley. Jen Lilly gave me a wave from a distance. So but those were the only ones. Oh, I got to talk to, I said hi to Jesse Hutch. He was walking by me, so I said hi to him real quick. Yeah, but it was a fun experience. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad that one of my friends was one of the producers on the movie, so that's how that's how she invited me to come down and
That's awesome.
and be on there. And it was an all-night shoot. We shot from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those can be really, really long days. Yeah, I've done a little bit extras work, and it's fun, but they are long days.
Yeah. But it was the scene that I was there for takes place on Christmas Eve. So it was the Christmas Eve service. Oh, and I have to let you in on this little spoiler.
Oh.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about, but
we won't tell.
Not only did I get to hear Gladys Knight sing a song, but I got to hear Laura Osnes sing Silent Night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Yeah. Misty's saying she's looking forward to the movie even if it doesn't follow the book. It's okay with me. No one's to recreate that tale. In the book, the character Beth gets sick and dies. So you don't want to see someone getting sick and die in a Christmas movie.
That doesn't scream.
So, yeah. So no one dies.
That's sad Christmas.
That's good.
Oh, what is Nancy saying? She was going to read the book before the movie. Yeah, we're really no need to.
Except, nope. Gives you some time, Nance.
The characters in the movie do have the same professions as the book. Like Jo is an author in the movie, just like she is in the book. And Laura Osnes's character, she's the musician one. I think that was Beth, right? Was the musician in the book. So she's a musician in the movie. So they have the same type of interests. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. What else was I going to say?
I don't know. What were you going to say? We're not mine.
Saw her saying, I can't remember now. I was going to say something, and then I lost my train of thought. All right, let's rate it. Who's Beth? How many reefs?
6.
6. Okay. 6. All right. That's funny. Cricket, what do you think?
I mean, how many stars can we go up to? I mean, you never put you said 5, but that's in your world. My world, I'd go 10.
Oh, Jay just reminded me what I was going to say. Stay tuned for a future episode about this. Yes. The screenwriter, her name is Dion Sheehan. She is going to be on the podcast in November, the week that this movie premieres.
Oh, nice.
So you'll learn more about her and learn more about why she wrote the movie, how she wrote it, and the story of how it all came about.
That's great. So while Dono fans are feverishly creating content to promote the movie, we'll be tuning into your podcast chat.
All right. Jackie,
put dates on it just in case.
Jackie, how many reefs you giving it?
Well, I'm giving the the full number, whether it's 5 or 10 or 1,000.
Right.
I just so much goodness, and now that we know Chad's in it, I mean that just adds a reef or two.
You're never gonna see me. You're never
definitely
gonna see
up the game.
You're never gonna see me.
But that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a Where's Waldo thing. Where's Chad? Right? Like, that's what you look for. Maybe we should make like a bingo card for this and have different things. Like you cite Riley Weston, you get one. Chad Maurice is right there. Trevor does one of his faces. Let's do that. Like, let's have some fun with that.
It could be a drinking game, but with hot cocoa.
Yeah. Drop marshmallows into your hot cocoa every time you get
Marshmallow pong.
And speaking of Riley, she is in the movie.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to give her a little shout out there. Remember seeing
Uh-huh.
that promo as well. So
Yeah.
now my brain is going about a bingo card.
All right, Tracie, how many are you giving it?
Well,
you said
now
4.5.
that I know
didn't
you're
you?
going to be in it, like Jackie said, I'll give it a full 5. I mean, that just changed
Oh,
the game.
wow. Holy man.
So-
Okay.
Feel special. Swim around the
All
deck.
right. I think everybody rated it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm in this church with 200 people, so you're never going to see me. But I'm going big.
Do we
I'm
get
going.
bonus points if we do?
Oh, okay. If you can spot me, yeah.
So that's what we need to do. You need to be able to screenshot it, put it on with hashtag ALWC, hashtag where's chat.
All right.
When you
All
get
right, we'll do that.
That will be one of my promos during the week. I promise.
We'll do that on X while the movie's premiering. We'll see if you can spot me on X. Yeah. If you can spot me, then post about it. I'm going 5 wreaths on this one with a red ribbon on each wreath.
Oh.
And a little fake snow sprayed on each one.
Oh, wow. You're going extra crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I think this is the most anticipated movie of the year, so I think this is going to be the big movie of the season, I think.
Chat's hoping for royalties, so yeah, folks, tune in.
I don't think I had that in my contract. I should have.
Oh, I love it. We already got the where's chat hashtag out there. Good job, Kit Kat. Keep it going. Let's get it trending.
Oh, Kat says she'll be looking for me. Hashtag where's chat. All right. Misty wants to know what row I'm in. Yeah, who knows? Although
no more spoilers.
Some of the friends that I went down there, that I met there with, who are also, I think you might see them in the movie because they were walking by Trevor and Jillian while they were filming one of the scenes. So you might see them walking by in the background.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. We have time. I want to get through 9, so we're going to do 2 more here.
Oh.
All right. Christmas by Candlelight. Whose turn is it to read this one?
I think it's Tracie.
Well, we got 2 more, so we can go Cricket or Tracie, either one.
Go ahead, Tracie. You haven't read yet.
I did, but I don't mind. That's fine.
She read one.
I did one. Okay. So, Christmas by Candlelight. Juliet pitches Christmas candles to her boss to earn a promotion and enlists the help of a candle store owner, Tom, who refuses at first, but reluctantly agrees when he realizes the money will help make his daughter's Christmas wish come true. Starring Aaron Agostino and Harmon Walsh.
Mm-hmm. And it premieres Sunday, November 24th. All right. I'm afraid to ask. Tracie, what are your thoughts on this one?
Sounds a little hokey.
That's what I was afraid you were going to say.
I don't know. It reminds me of another different movie, but kind of a little bit of similarity in the storyline. And I can't remember what the movie was or who the 2 characters were in it, but the like a town's toy store was
Nostalgic Christmas, right?
No, it wasn't a Trevor movie. It was a different, and I really wish I could think of the actor and actress names because they've been in other things. But and the girl I think was on the original 90210, not the original, but the reboot years ago. But like the town's toy store, like corporates coming to, like they send this, or no, hold on, this girl. I'm sorry, I got word salad going on. This girl like lies on a resume and accidentally gets hired to help.
Yes. Is it Jessica Lowndes?
Huh?
Was it Jessica Lowndes?
No, not Jessica Lowndes.
Oh,
Whatever. In any case, they were trying to come up with this thing to save the toy store or the toy company, and they came up with the Christmas bear. And I was like, the Christmas bear? Seriously? You think a bear is gonna save your toy company from shutting down. It just doesn't seem realistic. I might be a 1 on that one. I'm not sure. I wish I could remember more. My brain is just complete oatmeal now. I don't even know, but it kind of reminds me of that, like, oh, this magical Christmas candle is gonna, save society as we know it. I don't know how realistic that is, but maybe it's gonna make everybody feel good, and that will be fine.
Oh, Kat wants to know, was Steve London the movie that you're trying to think of?
I gotta try and Google it.
Let me read this one again. Pitch of candles to earn a promotion. So somehow candles are going to get this woman a promotion. They have a candle store owner refuses at first, but reluctantly agrees and the money will help his daughter's Christmas wish come true. So she must going to buy his store out of candles, apparently. All right, Beth, what are your thoughts?
So I wonder if this and the others that have small, vague synopses are ones that are acquired to family.
Well, yeah, you're right. This one is acquired. Yeah,
because I tend to prefer the actual real originals to the acquired ones. And I'm going to be completely honest. Anything that revolves around candles and movies turns me off.
You're anti-candle.
Well, candles in the romance movies, let's be more creative. Can we just please be more creative? So, yeah, I'll watch this one, but I don't think that I will be inspired by it. So, are we getting Reese yet or not?
Not yet. We got to hear what Cricket and Jackie have to say.
It's killing me.
Kat wants to know, was the movie Christmas Incorporated that you're trying to think of?
Yes.
Let me see.
Because that was with Shanae Grimes, who's
That's it.
And Steve London was riding a motorcycle in that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I liked the two, like the pairing of them. I liked both of them, and I like them individually, and I've seen them in other things, but just the storyline of the Christmas Bear was too much. I couldn't do it.
All right, Cricket, what are your thoughts on candles?
Me personally, I love candles, but we're not going to go there. We're just not. But I don't know how I feel about this one, because I feel like Christmas by Candlelight kind of sounds like a couple going to a romantic dinner and they're going to be by candlelight and their romance is going to form. So when I read the synopsis, I'm like, okay, I get why they said Christmas by Candlelight, but maybe, I don't know. I was hoping for Baby Light My Fire. Come on, baby, light my fire.
No, it should be the Christmas candle saves Christmas.
Bright idea.
The candlesticks and wishes.
Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
No offense to whoever created this movie, okay? Just there's a disclaimer there.
All right, Jackie.
Yeah, I mean no disrespect, but I feel like they thought of every other theme and they were running out and they're like, let's try this. I just don't see a whole lot of creativity in it. And I'm hoping that maybe, like, here's my thought. It's a really short synopsis. My hope is maybe this synopsis was just poorly written and the movie's way better than what it says. Or they were like, this movie isn't the best, so this is the best I can tell you about it. So, and I think too, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, that's a really tough time for people to tune in as well. So, that's like when everybody's kind of prepping for the week to come. So
well, maybe that's why that movie slipped into that slot.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, I am going to give this movie the benefit of the doubt because it was directed by Brian K. Roberts, who directed the movie 10 Truths About Love, which also has another title, Surprised by Love, which the network aired last fall. And I really liked that movie. That was the one where
that's for the text message, right?
she was writing in her diary the
Yeah.
10 truths about love, and
Yeah.
she was trying to get her old boyfriend back and her new coworker. She didn't like her new coworker, and then he was trying to help her get her old boyfriend back.
Yeah.
It starred the woman that was in that horror film, the remake. What the horror film? Oh, what was that horror film? Where she's a stranger, she's home, she's babysitting, and the stranger's calling when a stranger calls.
Isn't that every
Oh.
horror movie? Like, I'm calling.
I can't think of her name, but Cricket, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I don't know her name either. I can't think
She's
of
a
it. Right.
she's a brunette. She was in that movie. But
Mhm.
anyway, I really like that movie. So, and I like Erin Agostino. She was in Jingle Bell Jubilee last year.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Christmas on Windmill Way last year. She was in a couple last year. And actually, this Harmon guy, Harmon Walsh, I'm not familiar with him, but he's in 2 movies this year. He's in this one, and he's also in Fabric of Christmas, which is going to air later on the schedule.
I'm reading the comments.
What are the
I just
comments
said,
say?
"Geez, that's hysterical."
Yeah.
Kat gives it 2 wreaths. Gina says she's hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Misty says sometimes it helps a movie to set the bar really low. This one may surprise us. A Christmas fight. What else is it? Yeah, now Kat agrees with me. She likes Surprised by Love. I like that one too.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
You were surprised by that movie.
I was surprised.
All right, how many,
Your choice.
all right, how many wreaths we giving it? Who's Tracie? What are you giving this one?
Maybe 2.
Well, you're
Sorry.
going big
I don't
on this
mean to
one
sound
too.
like I'm growing up.
That's big for you. That's like 5 for anyone else. Okay.
We have to have the measuring stick. There's different measuring sticks for us. This is the Tracie measuring stick.
You know,
Beth?
I said what I said. I stand by my opinions. You can hate all you want.
All
I
right,
appreciate your conviction, my friend. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Beth, what do you think about this one?
1.5. It's
See?
just, a candle theme. It just.
Wow, I don't want to embarrass you, but Tracie went higher than you did.
We can
All right,
always
Cricket.
dressed up.
Well, don't be shocked because I'm going to go even lower than Beth. I'm only doing 1.
Oh,
You
one.
like
And that's
candles,
only because I
Cricket?
like candles. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, 1 for the candles. All right.
1 for the candles.
All right, Jackie.
I'm gonna give it a 1 wick. I mean, a 1 wreath.
1 wick. That's a good one. I like that one.
I like that.
Oh man. Oh well, I'm not gonna be persuaded by you 3. I'm giving it 3 wreaths. That was my initial thought.
Go with God, Chad. It's okay.
All right, we got 1 more. Cricket, I'll let you close this one out.
I heard the bells. Okay. I heard the bells airs Thursday, November 28th, which is Thanksgiving. Starring Stephen Atherholt, Jonathan Blair, and Rachel Day Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie is the inspiring true story behind the beloved Christmas Carol and the song's authors. America's beloved poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Known as America's poet, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow leads an idyllic life. Did I say that word right? I'm always...
Yeah.
Idyllic life until the day his world is shattered by tragedy. With a nation divided by civil war and his family torn apart, Henry puts down his pen, silenced by his grief. But it's the sound of Christmas morning that reignites the poet's lost voice as he discovers the resounding hope of rekindled faith.
Okay, now I've got a little clip. I've got the first verse of this song. I can play it, see, for people who...
I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men.
All righty. Oh, Misty says this sounds like a tearjerker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think of this one, Cricket?
So did he write the song?
Yeah.
He did write the song.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was a little
Mhm.
misleading and confusing at first because I'm like, wait a minute. I know it said it's about Henry
He-
Wadsworth Longfellow.
He wrote the songs that make the young girls cry.
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was Barry Manilow.
Right?
I write songs. I write songs.
This one is very interesting to me because I write poetry, and so when I read the synopsis, I'm excited for this one because I feel like it has the Christmas. When it says "beloved Christmas Carol," like what does that mean? I know what the beloved Christmas story is. Like, what's the beloved Christmas Carol? I guess the song. I guess is what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I heard the
any
bells,
song,
yeah.
any
But
song is called a Christmas Carol.
I
Yeah.
heard the bells though. Was it a faster song back in the day, or is it remade, or is that exactly how it was sung originally?
I think that's the way it sounds, though. What I played there.
I thought that was a
There's a
different
different
version.
version
Maybe
of it
I'm
out
wrong.
Oh, that's a different version.
Yeah, because
It's a
I
different version.
used to know that
The
song,
other
and that's not the
version.
way I remember it.
Oh,
But I didn't
What-
know
what-
that he wrote it though. That's what's weird.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
well, what's the original song sound like?
I'm not going to sing it.
it was just a faster version, I think. I
Was
mean, I
it?
could be
Yes.
wrong.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I feel like there's a little bit of history there based on a true story. I love anything that's based on a true story.
Uh-huh.
And it'll be interesting to see, how they take his life and kind of mold it into the story behind his song. So yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Okay, now spoiler alert. This was a theatrical movie that played in theaters 2 years ago.
I
That
saw
they are just airing on Thanksgiving night.
Wow, I did not know that. Huh.
How
Yeah.
was it?
So, and we have someone here. Beth actually saw the movie in the movie theater, so she can tell us whether this movie's any good or not.
Well, so first I want to tell a little backstory to this movie. Some of you may have heard of Sight and Sound Theaters. They have one in Lancaster and they have one in Branson, Missouri.
Branson, yeah.
It's the faith-based equivalent to maybe Broadway. I think they have better stages than Broadway because it's 3 sides and it's spectacular technology. But anyway, Sight and Sound actually produced this movie, and it's their first theatrical movie that they released. And I'm not going to say a lot about it because you guys need to see it. I learned a lot about Henry Wadsworth Longfellow that I didn't know. And it's very deep, and it's going to be a tearjerker, but it's also, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. So,
Is it a period piece?
Yes, because it takes place around the time of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's how I read it. But then when I saw the clip there, then I wasn't sure.
The clip was totally unrelated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the clip I took from the soundtrack of the film. Yeah. So that song's on the soundtrack.
But I
that
do
version.
encourage people to watch it because it's very good, but have your tissues handy.
Oh, Jay says to check the Bing Crosby version. Maybe that's a more up
That's
tempo.
probably the one that I'm thinking of.
Ah, okay.
Like I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Da-da. Is that the right one?
That was I saw three ships come sailing in on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, I saw three ships come sailing. Is that the one you're thinking of?
But I feel like the song though is a faster pace than the one we just heard.
Is it?
So maybe you have
Okay.
maybe you have the wrong lyrics, but like that's similar, like just a faster paced.
Oh, okay.
Now I want to listen to it after we're done.
But yes, the version in the movie is different than the version that I was familiar with of that song.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, Gina's going to see the Nativity, huh? In Branson?
Oh, Queen Esther.
Oh.
That's awesome.
All right. Jackie, what are your thoughts on this one?
I definitely I'm curious. The period piece I think would be kind of cool. I know when I taught social studies, I loved teaching like Civil War. It was just really interesting to kind of be able to tell some of the stories. And I think kind of getting to know a little bit about the poet and, you know, kind of some of that backstory. I'm really interested. And I think it's very different than anything else we're going to see this season.
Tracie, are you into Christmas carols or not?
I am into Christmas carols, and I love singing Christmas carols. I used to love singing them in choir 100 years ago. So yeah, I'm into Christmas carols. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm excited about this movie. It's just not. It's not something that draws me to want to sink into it. But you know, that's just me.
Are you a history buff at all?
I am a history buff.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I mean, I do like the history piece of it and how the, you know, song, whatever, because it was first a poem that got turned into a song, I think.
Yeah. I think he wrote a poem and someone put music to it, probably.
I don't know. I mean, I'll tune in and watch it. It's just not something I'm like massively excited about. I don't know.
Now,
Again,
I'm into Christmas carols.
I don't know.
I'm into Christmas carols, but I'm embarrassed to say I don't know this song. When I read the synopsis, I'm like, I heard the bells. What's I heard the bells? I couldn't think of the song, so I got on YouTube and I looked up a bunch of videos and watched them, and I'm like, that song does not sound familiar to me at all. Do all of you know the song?
I guess I don't. I thought I did, but I think I'm thinking of the wrong one.
I think I might be thinking of the wrong one too, Jackie. Like I'm thinking of "Hark How the Bells, Sweet Silver Bells, All Seem to Say."
Yeah, that's a different one because that's much more.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's the one I'm thinking of because I don't know this one either. I don't think.
Well, now we all have some homework to do.
When I was like Jackie, when I first read the title, I heard the bells. I heard the bells, da, 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 and I started doing that, and then I thought, wait a minute, I saw three ships.
And you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
That's a different song. So I don't know. So because I don't know the song and I don't know the cast, I'm not too thrilled about this one, but Beth says it's a good movie. So I'm going with what Beth says, and I think it'll be good. I think I'd be more excited if I knew the song. Like if it was about Silent Night or something like that, then I'd be more excited, you know?
Yeah.
But
all right, how are we going to rate this?
He's inspired to write this song because he was writing poetry, Tracie, and something happened in his life, and he stopped. And there's something big that happens that inspires him to start again.
To start writing again. Okay.
Yeah. And then somebody put music to the words.
Well, I think it'll be interesting. It's a period piece, and I think it'll be a sad one.
That's what I was gonna say, Beth. Is it gonna be one of those that like you're gonna walk away from it like feeling heavy, or is it something that you can say there's something to look forward to? Because I think sometimes those are hard to watch during the holidays, like when
it's heavy and it's hopeful. It's heavy and it's hopeful.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. All right. So you're not depressed after watching it at the end of it?
No, because no, you're going to cry, and there's some very heavy and deep and sad things, but you're going to walk away feeling hopeful and being hopeful.
That's a
Oh,
good
okay.
critique, heavy and hopeful. I like that.
Mhm.
Cat's going 4.75 wreaths. Is anybody going to beat that?
I'm going to give it 5.
Well, it's
Oh,
already. No fair.
she's seen it. She's giving it 5. Cricket, how many are you giving it?
Well, if Beth's giving it a 5, Beth and I are like with, Love Finds You and Charm, we're like this on that movie. So I'm going to have to go at least a 4.5.
Ooh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Jackie?
I'm going to have to say, and I don't know if this is a fair critique, but I'm going to kind of put it up against the other movies that we've talked about tonight and how it fits into the holidays. Although I very much respect Beth's, synopsis and things like that. I'm going to go 3.5.
Okay. All right. And I'm afraid to ask Tracie. I'm thinking this one's going to be a 0.5, I'm guessing. 0.75
Right.
maybe on a good
You're
day.
going to give me a bad rep, Chad. I'm not having Tracie on the podcast anymore. She's a hard ass.
That's why she's on with me.
Well, yeah, I'm being honest. I believe in honest feedback. You can take it or leave it. I mean, no disrespect to anybody on the panel or anybody who has been involved in these movies. It is my personal opinion. So I'm going to go with 2. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Okay.
But
All
like
right.
as Mariah Carey said in a song years ago, I don't want to cry. I don't wanna cry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Tracie, I almost started singing. I was feeling a little nostalgic.
Yes.
You almost started singing. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Is that
No, different song.
No, different song.
It's a
Yep.
different song. It's
Oh,
in the
okay.
early years of Mariah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm giving it 4. 4 wreaths. It'll probably be good. Yeah. And you know what? I took the time to get this trailer, so I'm going to show it. Here's the trailer for a vintage Christmas. I have to show it.
October 19th, Great American Christmas 2024 presents the first movie of 17 Great American Christmas originals.
Thought maybe you could help me make some Christmas wishes come true.
You want to play Santa?
Merritt Patterson and Christopher Russell star in A Vintage Christmas.
We are just spreading some holiday cheer.
Experience the enchantment of a timeless holiday romance. A Vintage Christmas.
Saw that
Okay.
trailer.
Anyone want to change their rating?
Christopher Russell. Wow.
I know.
Ooh,
Turtleneck.
he looks good.
Woohoo.
Next to Trevor, he gives me serious victors.
And that's why I said, like when I said about, always putting he's gonna stand right on his own just fine. He looks great.
And he's playing Santa.
And his sweater game is on.
Yeah.
So someone's writing letters to Santa, obviously. She had a letter that said Dear Santa on it. So anyone want to change? Tracie, you want to change your 3 on this one? I'm just
Let's go
kidding.
3.5. That's all I'm doing, Chad.
She upped it a wreathlet.
Hey, if I am proved wrong at the end of the Christmas season, I will happily admit that. I am not. I'm not an unaccountable person. I will own it if I am proved wrong. So it's fair.
Kat is saying make sure to set your DVR for I Heard the Bells because they're only going to show it once. I guess it's not going to be in the Christmas rotation.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta set my DVR up for all this stuff anyway. So
yeah. Well, that's it. We got through the first 9. I wasn't sure if we were going to. I was going to stop at 7, but I said, what the heck? I might as well do 2 more.
we're having.
I wanted to talk about the last one because I knew Beth saw it. So that wraps up the first 9 movies of the Great American Christmas schedule. And let's see, next week I'm going to be doing the last 9 with Bobby. I don't know if any of you know Bobby or not, but
Is her last name Schutte?
yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Shooty or something like that. I don't know how to
Something.
pronounce it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know who that is.
Yeah, so she's going to be joining me.
Cool.
So all of you, thank you so much for being here and doing this.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for
John.
having us.
Thanks for
And
having me.
Yeah.
And I apologize to you and everyone listening or watching about being late. I got home late, and my computer was updating for 20 minutes, and I couldn't log on to my computer. And then I sent all of you the wrong link, so you couldn't even join. So there was one problem after another. So I apologize for being late.
These are first world problems. It's fine.
But I'd like to be sure to just end with wishing Beth a happy birthday again, and to all of our Dono fan friends in Florida, in the South. We're praying for you and thinking of you. And hoping that you all fare well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Now you can put your social media handles there at the bottom of the screen, but you can go ahead and say what they are so people know. For people that are listening and not watching.
Well, I'm gonna have to read it before it scrolls by. So @Jjarris18 on Instagram and @JBubbles18 on X.
All right, Tracie.
I have to wait till it comes through because I don't know mine either.
You don't know yours?
No, because they're all long ones with DonoFan in there. It's too much, Chad. It's too much. Let's see. Instagram is @Tracie _ all one string dishing with the DonoFans, and then Twitter is @Tracie DonoFans.
All right. Cricket, do you know yours off the top of your head?
I'm pretty sure Twitter is Ditching DonoFans, @Dishing DonoFans, and then Instagram is, I'm pretty sure, @Dishing with the DonoFans. Oh yeah, look, I got it right. Woohoo! And then my regular IG is @cricket.melendez. And my X one is @cricket736777402. Yeah.
You need to get rid of those numbers. I'm telling you.
It makes it interesting, Dad. Come on now.
Yeah, it makes it interesting. Beth, what are yours?
Okay, well, for the DonoFans on X, it's @TrevDonoFans. And then on X, I'm @BethP9999. And don't look for me on IG. I have an account, but I don't use it. So.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'm just. Okay. I mean, one day I probably will, but as of today, I don't use it that much.
Today is not that day.
And then the Dono fans on Instascam are at what are they, Trev? What is it, Dono Fans 1 or something like that?
Dono Fans 1, yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kat. She says, hit the like button to help me out with the algorithm. Yeah. On YouTube. Yeah, for sure. And subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and also on all the podcast apps. That definitely helps me out. And also leave a review if you get a chance. That helps me out too. Gina's praying for everyone in the path of the hurricane and wishes Beth a happy birthday.
Thank you.
So that's it, chatters. Until next week, you keep the faith, keep smiling, keep your friends close, and keep your great American family closer. Thanks, everyone, for being here.